Welcome to the Locker, Season 3, Episode 4. I am A. White along with Van House. On Kentucky Basketball Day, we are playing the Vanderbilt Commodores. And the game is going on. We tried to hold off a little bit till the game ended, but as Van has informed me, we are down to a free throw shooting contest. So the game will be a little bit longer, and we just going to go ahead and update as the game goes, which my plans for the show wasn't a whole lot of basketball talk anyhow. But we didn't want to pull you guys away from your screen to check us out because the podcasts are lacking. Our intern quit. We are... So anyways, man, it's a lot to talk about, man. One of our former teammates, let me say this off the TOP. Congratulations to Champ Kelly, the new assistant GM of the Las Vegas Raiders. And we're going to get into this later, Van. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Not for him. It's damn sure a good thing for him if that's your cup of tea. But so congratulations to Champ Kelly, former teammate of mine, alumnus of Vans.
Isn't he cousin of Bullets? Is he cousins?
No, he went to high school with Anwar.
No, but is
he
he
Bullets'
cousin?
No.
E. Kelly? I thought he was related to E. Kelly.
No, he actually went to school with Lee Wesley. I don't know anything about him being related. Now they could. I don't know anything about that.
That's just what I thought. I know all the other stuff. I just thought he was related to E. Bullets.
Yeah, there's a coach suing the NFL. I think this ties into Antonio Brown, which we're gonna talk about that as well. There was another bit of news that came up that I thought we had to discuss.
This is recruiting recruit signing day.
This is the original signing.
The original is nothing.
Right.
Like
I didn't hear any buzz. You just see a little clip on the news like
this is ridiculous. Dude, it's crazy how National Signing Day has turned into like nothing. Do we sign 2 people today?
2 Alabama. Who else?
Yeah, Javon Baker and the defensive end from Delaware, Noah.
Oh, okay.
That's it. 2.
There's another big piece of news that we're supposed to... Well, I mean, I was talking about. Tom Brady. I want to ask you about Adam Schefter.
Dude,
because I don't know if he's been on the news since he broke the news.
Dude, that's bullshit. Dude, that.
Hold on, come on, man! Quit putting the cart in front of the.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The horse, man. You do this to me every week, man. You get interested in the topics. You just want to conclude the introductions. Let's formally do it how we normally do it.
Because you bring it up, man.
What?
You throw the alley oop, man. I'm not just gonna throw fake it and pull it down and pump fake, and then do a finger roll. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna jug that thing. Come on, man.
You know I'm a better point guard than that. If I throw an alley oop, you gonna know. Like I'm gonna stop talking first of all when I give you the alley oop. But no, so those are some of the things, and I know there's other stuff going on, but we're going to try to squeeze this into 45 minutes because we're expecting a snowstorm here tonight while you see me bundled up in my hoodie and everything, and school's already been canceled. That's how bad the snowstorm is supposed to be. And I got other obligations. So we're going to try and wrap this up by 10 o'clock, although we started late.
Right.
So with that being said, Van, how is your week going?
Man, it's going pretty good. I got some news to share. It's not official, but since we're on a locker, your boy is going to be an official high school coach in about a week.
Okay. But if we could have got Adam Schefter
right?
to break it, man, that would have been a little better. But congratulations, man. You going to alma mater?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
okay.
My old high school coach asked me could I coach the jumper. So It's kind of cool because my son is a jumper, so I get to spend a little extra more time with him.
I always wondered. I work with the dude I coach high school, that I coach middle school. That middle school team we coach. He wanted to coach middle school because he really didn't want to coach his son. I always kind of wondered if I guess it could be 50-50. You never know. That do you really want to coach your son? Like, I know I'm tough. Like, and I got my other buddy, like one of my homeboys, he don't want to coach his kid. Nothing. Like, if he got a message he want to convey to him, he always had me do it. So
the best thing that happened is he doesn't play football. But
or you saying if he doesn't?
It's good that he does not play football. But I'm a different dude. I don't know. If I was coaching football, I would expect him to understand the nuances of the game because I'm going to be teaching him every day the nuances of the game. And if he doesn't get the nuances, then I'm going to be pissed. But there's things in track that I understand that is so technical and that's some people slow to grasp that I'm a little more patient with it. Football probably wouldn't be so patient.
Yeah. Well, that's good news, man. Hopefully, y'all can bring home a state championship or a state placement.
I only want to say that because this is jinx, dude. The coach whose head coach was coach when I was there. This MF has won 16 in a row state championships, counting indoor, outdoor, and cross country.
If you say he was a coach when you were there,
yeah. Ooh. My class. Well, I was the leading scorer of the first team he won his first. I won his first state championship, so we went back to back. Those his first two, but then shit, man, he's been. I think he finally lost cross country state championship this year. I think he whipped off like 26 in a row cross countries.
Dang.
I think he was 2 away from the national record.
Y'all had them Kenyans down there running with y'all, man.
Yeah, dude,
Mogichis. Y'all the Mogichis down there.
No, let's get off there because he's just a great coach. Because we don't recruit. It's an academic school.
Dang.
Yeah, we don't recruit. The team who beat him recruited some kids, and that's how they beat him. Gotcha. And they only beat him by 1 point.
All right. So since you already breaking news, we're gonna start off with, man. Who do you blame?
Okay.
ESPN. On Adam Schefter? Adam Schefter. Do you blame? Somebody had to be, because I work in the media. It's something, and I'm not Matt Jones, so I don't have nobody breathing down my neck to get the story out there. You see how I do mine. Once everybody give the news, I give my take on the news and then listen to what everybody else got to say. I'm not one of those people in position that I got to be the first one to break it, or you and I don't get clout off of breaking news.
Right. We
typically get respect off of our opinion on the news being broke. So do you think that Adam? Because I thought he was well respected. I don't know how you feel about him. A lot of people got him up there with Jay Billis and some of those guys who they word is bond, they reputable, they respectful. But the thing is, they wouldn't do it. I woke up in the middle of the night. It went on and on and on. And then it was a couple people who talked about it. And this is why I say this, because there are certain people that talked about it, that played with him, that are on the ESPN network, who I think it was forced down their throat that, hey, we got to break the news for anybody else. But I don't know if the guys who played with him, or if I would have more respect for Adam if he said, whoa, hold on, let's let him say it first. Because I think they thought getting ahead of it was going to get them some clout. But I think getting ahead of it put y'all in a bad light. Because if y'all didn't say nothing and nobody else said nothing, it's fine. But if NFL Network jumped on it, or CBS or whatever, Big Ten Network or wherever, some other school, then I think they would have been looked at like, man, come on, man, y'all done step. But when it was happening, I was like, I don't think, and I also thought and still thinks that because they did it that way and Tom liked to do things his way, I still think to spite them, he gonna come. I think he gonna pull out his retirement just to show me y'all don't write me off. Like basically after they did, it wasn't so much writing them off, but you ain't get a chance to tell your story, and I'm talking that shit was on the whole night. Who you blame?
First, I blame ESPN because all Schefter's doing his job. I mean, that's his job. If someone calls you, right, and say, "Hey, I got a scoop. Brady's gonna retire." It's your job to push that to your employer. You just can't hold that away. They'll be like, "What the hell? You got the info before and you ain't say anything?" My problem is all they had to say was, "We have possibility. It seems like it's highly likely. The word on the street is Brady's going to retire." Dude, ESPN put when I went to ESPN.com, the whole thing was there. I'm like, dude, why you have to do that though? Like, we didn't have to go to that extreme. All they had to say is, "Hey, Shefty has some breaking news. He's got a little whisper in his ear, blah, 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 and let it ride." Now, you're the first one with the news still. But at least you give him the respect to say, okay, because now maybe 10 years ago it's different, but now we all know people want to do it on social media. They want to do it on Instagram. They want to do it on YouTube. They want to do something to announce what they're announcing. Let them do that. And he earned that right, though. He's one who earned the right. Let him go out the way he wants to go out. Now his dad's got to come out and say, "No, that's not true." Then other people are like, "Well, he's still talking and I need a couple of days." Dude, Brady already made his mind up probably during the season. I don't know if you know, but I know for me, I was with the Rams. I had a concussion, and Army said, "If you get a concussion, you're out of here." He said, I just can't go. He said, "I can't deal with the bills, with the medical stuff."
Yeah.
So he said, "If you get a concussion, you're out." Well, I got a concussion. Once I got a concussion, I had to make a decision. I'm like, okay, do I want to go through this? And you know how training camp is when you're when you're fighting for the last spot. You ain't fighting for a starting spot. You're fighting for the last 2 to 3 spots.
An opportunity. You fighting for an opportunity.
And you ain't getting paid. Your money is low. And I had a home in Chicago. I had to freaking stay in a hotel. I'm paying double. It's like, okay, is it worth me going through this again or not? When he told me that, I got my concussion, I think before the second preseason game. It was the first preseason game. I'm done. I'm out of here. I know I'm out.
Yeah.
And I'm done. Steve Brown was the defensive coordinator for Joker.
Yeah.
He was my cornerback coach.
Yeah.
Them Jokers like, "Hey man, why don't you what's the DC and Steve Brown was like, "Hey, we need to speak with you after this." They want to tell me, "Hey, just stay in shape. We're gonna bring you back if something happens." Man, I just jetted. I was done. I ain't even talk to anybody. So I burned all them bridges. I'm like, I'm done. So when you know you're done, Tom already knew this. He knew this, I don't know, during the season, halfway in the season, before the season started, but this wasn't like season's over with, "Oh, I'm going to retire."
Yeah. Wasn't DC Lovie Smith?
Nah, Lovie came after.
Oh, he was my year then. Okay.
It was.
God, ain't no big deal.
That's no big deal. I know how he looks, but
yeah,
can't give his name.
No, but you got a hell of a point. All he had to do was say, "We got some breaking news that we're expecting. Tom Brady's expected to retire sometime," and then give a little bit if he does retire. And that's why all of the commentary, all of the interviews should have been, if he does retire, what are you gonna miss most about him? Man, just being a. But he was, so what's your favorite moment? They did all the favorite. Dude, like, it's gonna be tough to double back on all this stuff. Like, they didn't get a huge, and that was the tail sign that they didn't get a huge amount of responses like on air. Like I said, you had the linebacker Bruschi, Teddy Bruschi. There's somebody else. They interviewed a coach or two that was like, yeah, I'm glad I don't got to play against them. You know, it's kind of short, but it wasn't like the whole giving him his roses. So I don't know. When I was looking at it, I was like, man, I don't know. This ain't right. Like, he ain't saying that. I expect him to say something the next morning. Then went on a couple of days, and I was like, man, Shefty ain't been. I ain't heard word of Shefty, man. Like, I know now he gonna be the one to catch all the flack because everybody ain't gonna be like us to really look at it and be like, man, why would he do that? You know, because he's a pretty reputable guy. Then some people may be like, man, ESPN some asses for throwing that guy out in front of him, making him do that.
I just didn't get. If Shefty is with ESPN and has the breaking news, why they gotta pull up the whole front page? Your guy has already said it, so why you gotta add? I don't know. If it was us, like, hold on, like, this is different. It was us with not the following and the clout that ESPN had, and we got the information. Oh yeah, we play. Dude, I might have sent a tweet every minute. Tom Brady retiring. The retirement of Tom Brady. Tampa Bay is losing Tom Brady. I would have so many different ways to state it, but ESPN doesn't need to do that.
I think he coming back. Here go two other things. Then I'm gonna move on to the next. One other thing is, out of respect for Ben, do you think Tom should have waited a little bit later? Like, waited till like the beginning of the season. And his time is when his time is. But dude, Ben, you know, everybody knew Ben was coming to the end of his role. Tom was just in the fucking Super Bowl last year. Probably could have been in the Super Bowl again this year. Why not? And then the one thing he always talk about playing till he's 50. So why not play another year? If you was going to leave, last year was the time to leave. It's just odd to me. I don't think it's over. It's just odd to me that last year was your time to leave when you won championship, you showed Bill going out the door. Now, my whole point is, so if you went to the Super Bowl and won this year, would you come back again? If you went to the Super Bowl and lost, would you come back again? But, and maybe he don't care because we live in his own world, but I just kind of feel like with Ben, you know, and maybe Ben already done with his parade. Maybe his parade is already over. But I just feel like I feel like he should have kind of waited later, close to the season. Which one? I'm not saying I'm dictating his timing, but at least he had more time to think about it. You know, a lot of other stuff like that. You lost your game. You ain't make it back to the Super Bowl. You like, I'm taking my ball and going home.
I'm gonna say Tom Brady has 3 kids. The oldest is 14. The youngest is 9. Keep on pushing that shit for another couple of years, and you won't see your kids in high school. They like there's a time where you just gotta call it quits. Dude, he ain't getting any younger, and he keeps himself in great shape. You know how much discipline it takes to eat right all the time.
No, it's kind of a lifestyle. When you get used to it, though, and it's a whole lot. I'll tell you this much: you are right, but it's a lifestyle. When you get used to it, you're used to, like, if you don't drink a pop for a long time, you don't want one. If you don't eat McDonald's for a long time, you don't. But I will say this: it's a whole, because I would love to eat healthy. It's a whole lot fucking difference if you got you a damn chef. If I got somebody to cook whatever I want to, I would eat salads with certain stuff on it every day.
Right.
If that's the case, but shit, man, I got to live on a budget. I gotta get it cooked in 30 minutes or less. I ain't like you. I don't do that 6-hour cooking, 2-day cooking. You spend 2 days cooking for you to eat it in 8 minutes, 12 minutes.
And then it's gone in 2 days.
I can't understand it. Make that make sense.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Make that make sense.
Oh, but if he got the oldest is 14, what if the oldest is playing football? He wants to watch him play football.
I don't know who you play with. Who'd you play with? Oh, you was there with we was with the Reverend. The Reverend ain't way much older than this, but when I played in Oakland with Tim Brown, I think Tom could have, and maybe he don't want to do that. I think he could be one of those guys who set his own practice schedule. Hey, I'm gonna come on Tuesday and Thursday. No, I'm not saying he ain't gonna be there. I'm saying, dude, what is he at his kids' practices? All he has to do is be available for his kids' games.
No, not I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that's in Tom's DNA. I don't think Tom cannot. Now, does he have to run around all that crazy shit? Maybe training camp he don't do like what everybody else has to do because he's naturally the starter. There's only 3 games. Maybe he don't even come to training camp. Like that's one. He ain't even got to come to training camp. But during the season, you got to create that chemistry with that receiver. You just can't not practice. Now,
y'all done? No, I don't mean not practicing, but even at the his kids got to be in school to 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock every day. Like I understand. No, absolutely. And that was my understanding is that he's leaving to have some time with his kids. I'm just thinking, I felt like there's a way to balance it. And I'm not questioning that man's integrity or his decision making. I just feel like at your age, you could tailor make, and you already talked about his dedication. You can tailor make your schedule that you can do both. Now it might be hell on your back, but I would rather do that than to leave some time on the table. You and I both know you ain't getting none of that back. And I'm talking about you laying it down with a full clip. Like you got a full clip and you just laying it down like here.
Well,
I just find it hard to believe, but we ain't experienced as much success
as
he has though.
And he already got like 3 businesses that he can start right now. So it's got something to take his time. So but you say something interesting. He's kind of too old to sit out more than a year. But it'll be interesting. I don't know, man. There's so much stuff like Phillip Rivers went to coaching right away. I think these guys now, football truly doesn't define them like some of the old cats.
Yeah.
I think they just got so much other stuff going on. They got business partners, business ventures. They got so much things going on. When you make that kind of money, I think they have other things. Like Kobe Bryant, he had other things that made retiring not so bad.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting though.
Yeah, you hit a hell of a point. We're gonna move on, but you hit a hell of a point. The older guys, the guys we came on the tail end of, and some of the guys we played around, your legacy is based off of what you left on the field. Like you want people to remember you because you didn't lay down. You're not leaving there with wealth. You may leave there with some good money. It ain't wealth.
No.
These dudes, man, that's the crazy thing. Like now, man, like you could be a loser and still leave with 150 million. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. So they not playing for the same reason the people that came before us are playing for it. So I think Tom just got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, they ain't playing with the same kind of money. Tom Brady has made almost $300 million playing football.
Right.
In his career.
Ain't gonna make the same amount or more after.
I guarantee you his projections will make more than that off the field.
Right. All right. So now, what is it? On February the 2nd, 2000. I was supposed to play the lottery today. I may still have an opportunity when I get off here. On 220 with 222 the Cats have concluded their game with Vanderbilt, and just like their game down in Vanderbilt, it had a pretty attractive lead. And they finished the game off. Wait a minute. At one point, I saw the score was 70-77.
Yeah, that's the final score.
It's showing on here now. It's showing 69-77.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's probably an error. If you got something different, it's probably an error. But I'm looking at Keon Brooks hit him for another 20 piece. Did he get hot after I got off there?
No, it was quiet.
Okay. I was gonna say, I don't remember. I knew Davion was lighting it up, boy.
Yeah, Davion came up in fuego. Shit, he was cooking with hot lard, not hot grease. He was cooking with hot lard. He was getting it in, man. It's crazy to me though. Like I looked at the numbers after the game. Free throws, man. Free throws. How did freaking Vandy shoot 12 more free throws than we did?
Hey, if you watch the game, tell me if you don't agree. I think it was a little bit of, I think it was some home cooking. I think we was, especially, I'm surprised Sheboy didn't get kicked out of the game when he hit a dude upside the face. That was about as bad as that one with LeBron busted the guy, old dude.
Which one you talking about?
When they was on the blocks, the one where Stackhouse took his jacket off.
Oh man,
he hit that boy in the face, man.
No, and he got a flagrant one.
Yeah.
He didn't elbow him. Vandy got 2 shots in the ball.
Yeah. Well, my point is this. I thought they was giving Kentucky a lot of I thought they gave Kentucky a lot of opportunities. Like you talking about but I think, and I told somebody this earlier this week, if you said that the free throw shooting was off balance, the team that's losing, if their free throw percentage is off, if it don't make sense of the game, they do that in order to close the betting lines.
There you go with this conspiracy theory.
Dude, I'm telling you, and I know you a cerebral. Study how people fix games. They're not just about to come. It ain't about to be like Blue Chip where you getting the ball turned over every time or you shoot air balls. No, they gonna do it subtly where you don't really notice it. And one thing, if you in the pros or in college, if we put you on the free throw line, we expect you to make 2 of them. We expect that to be a 2-point to close the gap. Now y'all get back to playing again. You know what? Phantom foul here and there. 2 phantom fouls in a row. We give you 4 more points, man. Keep it close. Keep it close. I'm telling you, I looked it up and I studied it, and a lot of people take it back to that. That's one thing a lot of people take it back to.
This is one thing. I know we talked about this, I think last year. Damn, Jordan Wright for Vanderbilt. He cut the heart out of my high school team twice in the state. Once in the state semifinals, one in the state finals. We could have won back-to-back state championships. However, they won back-to-back state championships.
Right.
This MFer plays his ass off against us. 5 for 9, 2 for 3 from three-pointer, 2 for 2. He got a double-double, 10 rebounds. He don't play like that every week because I watch him. Why he play like that against us? Is it something against me? Does it hate me?
Maybe y'all are good. Maybe he played like that against the best talent. Maybe he played like that when they need to actually, like when it's a big game. Maybe he don't come out for chunk. Maybe he only come out on big game nights.
Damn, dude. This MFer in high school, I don't want to say the name, but I'm just say the name. He had KD type of game in high school because he was 6'6", playing against 2A, right?
Yeah.
Man, he would do a Ron Howard do. He'd just da da da. All of a sudden, whop whop whop. So that's 10. Then he'd be like, okay, I'm gonna just take da da da. Then whop 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 whop. 12. Next thing you know, that joke got 30 points. Like, where you get 30 from? You start counting like, oh, okay. He just had a lot of gaps in there where he wasn't active. But when he got active, he got active. And now that Joe come to college, man, he killed us last year in Lexington.
It's kind of crazy though. Well, I guess his efficiency, Jordan Wright's efficiency, is pretty sick. But you act like you ain't gonna sit there and look at old little Pip. Pip hit him for 33. He said, "Man, you remember my daddy's number was?"
That's a good one.
That whole 33 piece, man. Ooh-wee.
I'm not shocked by Pip though. Pip missed too many free throws.
Nah, I ain't realize how tall is he? He don't look that big on the court.
He's like
6'3", small.
6'3", maybe.
Oh, okay.
6'2",
I just assumed his daddy was tall. I figured he'd be at least 6'6".
No, because his mom's short.
Oh, shit! I could thought he'd take his daddy. Well, yeah, you're right, because he ain't got too many of his daddy's features. If he ain't got that nose, if he ain't got, if he ain't got that size on him, then he ain't got too many of his dad's features, man.
Yeah, he don't look nothing. If his last name was Jones,
oh yeah,
you would even think it was Scottie Suggs.
Yeah. So Sheboy hit him with a 17 and 11. Brooks was 20 and 4.
Dude, Brooks that's back-to-back games.
Huh?
That's back-to-back games for Keon.
He still had some punk ass moves during that game. Like he went back to his old self a little bit. He pump faked a couple times when he shouldn't have. Didn't bring the ball in and went strong with it. So I don't know. You can't argue with 20 points, but getting the
No, yeah, you have some moments, but shit, what you want to be perfect? You want to be a robot?
No, I've seen quite a few. My point is, once you get labeled as that dog, tell me if I'm wrong. Once you get labeled as the dog, once you get labeled as that dog, don't your mentality change? Like when you were freshman, they put you in a little bit and you get a pass breakup or you get an interception. Now you out there like, okay, yeah, I got no. And you know what? Prime example when we talked about what was our safety's name last year?
Corker?
Corker. So when he's talking about Corker, it's different between Corker going out there filling in for the Honey Badger. Like, well, we expect you to, do a couple things. And you like, I made a couple plays. You sitting there looking silly. You know how it is. Your first time out and you play a good game as a freshman or your first time starting, but it's just scratching the surface. It's a completely different story when your defense relying on you. Like Ed Reed, like you get that pick. No, a pick ain't enough for me. You got to get to the house. You got to get to the house. And that's what I'm kind of saying. And maybe an expectation. It is his third year. But it's kind of, you had coming off a good game. Man, you got to stop doing that little immature stuff. Like you got to stop pump faking. No, you get the ball up there. Even if you is gonna pump fake, finish it up with a tough finish. Finish it like you. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to finish it and play like you're supposed to be out there. Quit questioning yourself. You done gave 20 in back-to-back games. Let me, the fan base, let your teammates know when they pass the ball to Grady, do you think they anticipate maybe he may or may not miss it? No, they going back on defense. When they get the ball inside the Sheboy, or not when they get it inside to him. If they shoot the shot and they see it's off, you think they go back on defense, or do you think they know Sheboy gonna get the rebound? So let me spot up just in case he want to kick it back out. I'm saying it's just that confidence and knowing that you expect to be out here, or when you expected to make a play, you're gonna make a play.
Great points. The point you missing out on, all the people when that expectation is like that, they are dogs. Well, shout out Tim Couch. If y'all down by 6 or down by 7, last possession, y'all gonna score.
Right.
You're gonna be shocked if y'all don't score, right? Tim Couch the dog. Steph Curry, you down by 3 with 0.8 seconds left. You get the good pick. Curry gets just a sliver of light. He's gonna make it. Right?
Right.
MJ gets to the elbow. That's 99.9% going in the end. If he 0 for 20, you down by 2, he making that last one.
Right. No doubt.
That ain't Keon. you putting him on a level that he ain't on.
Well, don't be out there if that's not your expectation, or
no.
that ain't your barometer.
No, there are people who are built for this. There are people who, no matter what happens, they getting it done. Them are the elite of the elite. You know what I'm saying? That's the best of the best. I'm trying to think, there's some people whom won't get certain things done. For example, if Wheeler got the ball, right? He's going to get a dish, right? He's going to try to get to the right person. But are you comfortable with Wheeler taking an 18-footer with 5 seconds left?
Yeah.
Right. That's the difference. But
he's not gonna do that though. Well, he's gonna get it to the person. He's gonna get it to the person who should be shooting with 5 seconds left.
He's gonna have to if they lay off his ass and they everybody else is not open.
No, you saying that completely different. My thing is if he gives a wraparound, if Wheeler gives that wraparound to Brooks on the block, and dude, if Brooks is standing on the block and don't feel nobody behind you, I'm turning around and poking like ain't nobody on me. Like somebody's somebody's coming. You turn around, I'm poking. Like you can go up, you're gonna be on the poster. Or you come around and I give you up and under, or I give you a spin. Once you get there, I spin on you, hook you, and my whole point is once you get it, it ain't no scrambling to find out what you're gonna do. If we giving it to you down there, he pump faked several times and missed a shot or had a contested shot when he could have went up strong and got a foul, or it could have went up strong and the guy wouldn't have got there in time.
Well, you missed the one in the game where he tried to poke it.
He built up the confidence as the game went.
I'm just saying, that's I like Keon, but I don't that ain't you. You are putting what's the thing where they put the face on somebody else when they Photoshop? You putting somebody else's head on his body. It don't work that way. It don't work that way.
Hey, I don't know. Like I said, if he gonna continue to grow and do what he's doing, that's fine. Maybe he growing into the role and he gonna go off. Like, and if we're gonna need him in the tournament, he probably gonna go smooth off. So
if he keeps shooting with confidence and keep going to the ball hard, because this is the thing, Sheway gonna get 15.
Right. Right.
Dude, that two guys ran into him on rebound and both of them failed. Not just failed, dude. Like splat on the ground. Like, dude, what is? Do you have that vibranium? You got something in your body that everybody else don't have. Because when people hit them, they be falling, man.
I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna move on to the next topic. Cause we got 12 minutes. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna move on to the next topic. I'm looking at the stats. And man, I like Wheeler, man. He got a little dog in him. He's a little feisty little joker, man. Him and Miz got some dog, and Sheboy got some dog in him. I just because Grady outside player, you don't know if it don't seem like I don't know if he got dog in him or not, but he got ice cold water running through. Dude. Yeah. Hey man, Wheeler was 0 for 8. I say that, man, because he came into the season. Because he came into the season talking about, man, they got to respect me. They think I'm working on the jump shot. And he was talking about he can shoot, man. I'm saying, man, come on, man. You'd have some rough shooting out and rough out.
That was at least twice. Now, I'm going to say this. A lot of his misses were going to the rim, going against the trees. But that was twice in the game, dude. That was twice the game where Pippen was like, who else can I guard? Like, who can I steal the ball from? He was like, he was so far away from him, he didn't have to wear a mask during the pandemic. That's how far away from him. He was 6+ feet. I'm like, yeah.
No, I just find I like the kid, man. I like him playing. I just wanted to point that out.
Look, that Joker, look. When he gets to going, I don't know. I guess his legs short. That acceleration, dude, from 0 to 30 is pretty damn fast.
Turnover.
Dude, he gets down that damn court.
Yeah.
He ain't as fast as John Wall, but he's quicker than anybody I think I've seen.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna doubt that. So signing date. We got 2 signees. What they say, we got the number 14th class nationally?
That's what they're saying.
And when is this going to be
concluded? 12.
Huh?
I think ESPN had us 14. Maybe OWN had us 12 and Rivals had us 14. I didn't check out 247. But dude, look, man. I'm going to say this. We should be good for the next. Damn, this can't be 2022. With the amount of talent, yeah, 247 has us 12 too. The amount of talent that we have now is crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous the amount of talent that we have. Careful. I can't see how we can't be consistently at worst number 3 in the East.
Oh yeah, we gotta be.
That's at worst. would you have ever thought your mouth would say the worst we can ever be on the East is number 3? I think the worst that we can be if we play like we should play is 4-4 in conference. I don't think we should be under 500 conference.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's there. We shouldn't be happy with no 4-4s.
But dude, that 10 years ago.
Oh yeah.
If we went 4-1 conference, I'd be like, yeah. That 4-4, like man, that's mid.
See, I don't know. I think we both was in transition in times because I went 4-4 in 98 and 99. And we went 4-4 in 98 with a bull jive loss to South Carolina, I think, and a bull jive loss to Arkansas, and a bull jive loss to Georgia. Like they called back 2 touchdowns. We lost to Georgia by 2 points.
Hold on.
The only team we got blew out by was Florida and Alabama.
In 99, what was your record? I thought y'all was like 500.
600. We're 6-5.
And y'all were 4-4 in conference. Who y'all play our conference?
Hold on, dude. Listen, dude. You don't even know. Dude, that was Dusty Bonner's year. My whole offensive line was sophomores.
No, I got that. But who y'all play non-conference?
We lost to Louisville. The first game of the season, we lost to Louisville. EKE. No, we played UConn. How many we played? 3 out of conference, right?
Y'all only played 11
UConn,
games.
Louisville, and was that the second year of the EKU?
It could have been.
No, it wasn't EKU. I don't know who we played against.
I'll find it for you.
We got whooped by Georgia, Florida, Tennessee. We beat Arkansas. We beat LSU. We beat the dog out of LSU. Vandy and South Carolina. That's simple. Like now, don't that sound believable?
No, I'm just y'all were 4-4 in conference and still went 6-5. That's shocking.
We should have been 7-4. If we had gave the ball to the starting running back, or if we hadn't moved the starting running back.
Oh, that's the wrong year. That's 98. I need to go 99. 99.
Now, dude, that team overachieved.
Y'all played Connecticut and IU. That was y'all non.
Indiana. Yep.
What happened? Y'all beat them 44-35 at Indiana. Man, that defense still giving up the booty. Yeah, 35 points to Indiana.
Yeah, man. Oh, now, yeah, because that's what Dougie Allen had a really good game. I don't remember that, man. I don't think I contributed too much in that game either. But yeah, man, we absolutely overachieved. But that 98 team, we had 4-4. We was 7-4, and we underachieved though. We should have been 8-3. No, we should have been 9-2. We should have lost to Florida and Georgia. We should have lost to Florida and Tennessee.
Yeah, that LSU game, y'all put a shellacking.
We beat the dog out of.
Dude, what? How'd they get 5?
Safety.
On the safety who on Tim?
No, Tim was gone. Tim left in 98. That was Dusty Bonner's year. It wasn't nobody on that off. I mean, I ain't downplaying nobody. We had a whole sophomore line, but only returners that played the year before was me and D Homer because Q McCord had to sit out for academic probation.
Gotcha.
So I'm the only people that Aaron Daniels played a little bit in the end of the season when Jason Watts got hurt from that car accident. But
right.
Yeah, it was a young line. Boy, I was out there like every play. Like I felt like I know how Barry Sanders felt. And it was not a knock on them guys. They just was inexperienced at the point.
They're young, right.
And I'm a senior. Like when I get this boy, I don't know how many tackles I'm gonna have to break.
That 99 year is underrated, dude.
It is. That's what I'm trying to tell people, man.
That 99 year
in history, but like that's the point I was making when you was talking about the history back then. For that history back then, that was great. It ain't gonna never be brought up again now because the standards have been raised, like me and you talking about. You may accept a loss to Georgia every year in the East. and maybe slip up against somebody. So
yeah.
So 5 and 3 is where we should live. 5 and 3.
Yes. That's what I mean, honestly, this year, man, I'm not going to jinx us, but this year, I don't want to throw out a number. I don't want to throw. It's too early to throw out a number. I gotta go to spring football. But with us returning all these defensive players, who you scared of?
Here's the problem. You keep talking about us. You said that we're gonna be good. Now, so I wanted to ask you this, but I didn't want to cut you off while you were talking because the alley-oop had been thrown. Dude, you keep saying how excited and convinced you are. Do you not know what our defensive backfield is going to look like? Are you not concerned about the booty being given up to the proverbial booty?
This is what, and I said this. People laughed at me in 2019 when I said our corners will be fine. Oh no, all the corners gonna be fine. They just lost 3 starting corners. I said because the style of defense we play and the potential of getting a push from the middle with Big Q and Calvin Taylor and them boys, it's not gonna be where you just sit back there and receivers could just run out of the field. You're gonna be pat, and you're gonna have to get it out of there. And I'm like, that 2019 defense gonna be, the corners might be better than 2018. And they held in. The same thing is gonna happen this year. With the fact that we got so much talent. Our defense, the 3-4 is based on the damn linebackers. We got linebackers. We all got linebackers. We got linebackers with athleticism. Wallace, you remember the Florida game, blocked field goal. Who took it to the house? Trevor Wallace. You got Derek Jackson. You got Thor. You get the two vets back. We are solid at linebackers. Make playing corner a whole lot easier. The other thing is we got some playmakers at safety. We got ballers at safety. It's gonna be interesting to me to see if Ty starts at the other safety now.
Yeah, if you came back, you got to take what we're gonna give you. You can't come back trying to hold down, hold them hostage.
So now you got playmakers. For all that, I love Corker, and I think Corker might go in the 3rd round. Solid as solid can be. He wasn't a playmaker. He had chances to get INTs. He didn't come away with it. Vito, Joel, and Geiger are going to come down with them picks. Now we got playmakers at the linebacker position. It makes the corners easier. I keep telling people, corners are as good as the front 7. Them linebackers get in the right drops. It makes covering certain routes easier now because Trevor Wild's going to get into that hook curl. It makes a difference. So for me, I think we got enough talent there because all we need is one other in the field. See, at corner, you don't rotate like everybody else. You can if you want, but we are a different animal. A corner can play the whole game. You need only really 3, but you need 3 really good ones, though. Not the 3 that we had this year. You need 3 really good ones. That's all you need.
And so you saying that, do we have 3? Obviously, you didn't watch Mississippi State or the Tennessee games. You didn't watch those games,
man. Have I not been the one who was highly critical of the cornerback play last year? Was I not the one that was
you got no reason to be otherwise? That's what I asked you. That's how the question was worded. What reason do you have to be any other?
Because I think we have more athletic talent coming up through the ranks. More than I already knew what Dort was. We talked about this. You and I have talked about this offline since he's been here. Yeah, right? I even said before the season that Mosley should be starting. I think you got Andrew Phillips, Hairston, and Huey. One of them is going to show something. You got 3 guys who are on campus that's familiar with the system already. That's 3, right? One of them got to come through. And I'm thinking Andrew Phillips is going to come through. And I think one of these freshmen is going to be the 3rd. I like Afari's tape. I like Stewart's tape. And Kobe's tape. Now that's 3 more. So you got 6 guys. All you need to do is get 2 out of 6. If you recruit these guys, 2 out of 6 got to come. That's pretty good damn odds. That's 33%.
They're gonna move Afari inside somewhere or back. They're gonna move him inside or back. That joker too aggressive, man. I guess if he here's another thought. You said we got a lot of athletes. At what point don't we start sending some of them MF and running backs, the slimmer ones, or for damn sure send some of the receivers over there and see what they can do?
There are not too many college receivers that got that smoke, that want that smoke on that end. Now, if you're in high school and you learn it both, it's a different story. But when you get into college as a receiver, there's a reason why you're a receiver. Same way at corner.
No, hell no. No. I was an aggressive corner. Quentin McCord was an aggressive corner. There was quite a few. Like Yeasty wasn't big.
Oh, Anthony, hold on.
Q McCord would have been a cold ass corner.
Hold on, Anthony, hold on. First of all, you was a damn running back. So you are out of the damn.
I was 170-pound running back.
Whoa.
I put on weight.
185. That ain't the reason. That had nothing to do with it. You was a running back. Quentin McCord in the SEC where we played in would not have held up.
I don't know.
Dude, we was there 3 years in cloud of dust. Your ass gonna play boundary corner and see how fun that shit is. It ain't fun over there. Now, maybe he could hold up now with them passing so much, but back in them days, he wouldn't have held up.
Why you think T Woods would have held up with you and Q McCord is bigger than T Woods?
Hold on. T Woods held up because he played field corner and they started passing the ball towards the end of my career.
All right.
See, now field corner is kind of, they flipped it. Boundary corner, you're going to get a lot of action passing because it's the shortest throw.
Right.
Back when I played, you weren't getting no passing. You were getting all run. They was coming downhill to your ass. They were going to put the strength of the field. They're going to come in eye back, tight into the boundary, sliding in the X out on the other side, and they was running down power to your side. A toss sweep. And your ass had to come up and take on either fullback or pulling down guard or tackle. Different day.
All right, man. I'm going to ask you this and we're going to get up out of here. Flores, man. You think Flores doing the right thing? Think he's doing the wrong thing? Do you think not at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, when he looked back on his life as an individual, player, coach, whatever, do you think he's going to feel like, you know what? I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I sued the NFL. And are you surprised that the NFL was conducting interviews after they had already hired a person?
No. Dude, I'm going to say, Philadelphia Eagles interviewed Deuce Staley, the running back coach, for the Eagles position 1 year.
I thought they did it every year, like he was a Rooney.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know every year, but they did it. I think they did it more than once.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my nugget on this. Everybody's pointing their finger at Flores. They need to point their finger at Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
None of this shit happens without Bill Beasy. Hey, and I look, Bill Belichick became Bill Beasy right now to me. Look, Bill Belichick is invited to every cookout, ever possible. And he can put raisins in any side that he wants because Bill was the real dude in this. Bill gonna say, "Oh, I didn't know. Oh, excuse me. I thought this was Brian Dable. Get the fuck out of here." Bill did that shit on purpose. You know, Flores was his boy.
Yeah.
You think Bill let that slip?
He getting a little old, man. Getting a little long in tooth, man.
You think Bill got Brian Flores and Brian Dable? That's first of all Brian D, then Brian F. Do you think he got that mixed up? Probably 2 different area codes. Oops, I slipped. Come on. That's the Bill Beasy is real for me because he set that all up. Dude, he did an Anthony White. He set up that alley-oop. But Flores coming, dude. But yeah, so to me, dude, it's BS. And I don't know how to say this. I'm probably going to offend some people. But here's the difference, right? When it's normal for you, it's hard to understand when it's not normal for everybody else.
That's true.
See, because you see it all and you take it for granted when everything looks like you in positions on TV. And I'll never forget, I had a guy in high school ask me, why is there a black Miss America? I'm like, how many black Miss America, how many black Miss America, not the black Miss, how many Miss Americas have been black? That's why.
Right.
That's why. It's something, dude. I can't remember who said it. I heard it on Twitter with a little clip. How it's interesting that there's a lot more black defensive coordinators than there are offensive coordinators. Back in the day, you used to say that black people were not smart enough to be quarterbacks. So now the goalposts, they glossed over where the goalposts moved. Now, I guess they're not smart enough to be offensive coordinators. But there's more black defensive coordinators because that's a different kind of thing. That's more aggression. That's more emotion. You don't have to be smart to play defense. It's interesting, man. But it's nothing new, man. This thing has been going on forever. The great thing for me and the funny thing for me is that all of that is something I already knew. Like, that's not news. But I didn't know that owners were trying to pay coaches $100,000 to lose games on top of the contract.
Yeah.
Dude, on top of the contract. And this is what I want to say about this. That pisses me off as a former player. Because now I might not get another chance to play in the NFL. Because my ass is on a 1-15 team. And my coach wasn't coaching me to get in the right spot. So now I look like shit. So now that means the 31 other teams, they look at film and they're like, why is Van House playing inside leverage in zone when he's supposed to be playing outside? Well, my coach been telling me, Van, you gotta get inside. I'm like, coach, that don't make no sense. Hey, you do what I say do. You know the NFLs don't last long, so your ass might be out.
Yeah. That's funny. It's funny. I was thinking about what you was talking about before. We was talking about the Miss USA thing. I used to tell people this, man. I told you my incident going to do a high school football game.
Yeah.
And the situation, how that ended up. And so people, you nationally always hear like police brutality on motorists. All you gotta do is just abide by the rules. Just do what they say. That it just wouldn't happen if you do what they say. Now we're gonna disrespect the fact that they impede your rights. Hold on. It's funny, man. Somebody pointed me and my boy talking about this the other day. Dude, when they start putting mask mandates out, I ain't gonna say no group of individuals or anything, just in general. Certain people, groups of people, why you can't tell me why I got to wear a mask? And you don't wear a mask. Like, I wear my mask all the time. And they look at me like I'm silly. Like, why you wearing your mask? Because it don't bother me to wear my mask, so I'm just gonna wear it. What difference will it make? I'm not affecting you. But it's the same people who saying, well, yeah, all you got to do, if the police tell you to do something, just do it. No matter what you're doing, you mind your damn business. The police tell you to do something, you just do it. We telling you for the better of the whole country. No color, no nothing involved. Hey, wear your mask. You can't tell me to wear my mask. I'll say, so we there's a national mandate. Or I mean, I'm sure most of them probably local. I don't know how national it was.
Right.
Now you ain't got to do it because of this. Now I'm talking about that's something simple. And you just, but if somebody pulls you over, somebody impedes your day and tells you to do something, you got to do it. But the president, governors, whoever mandating for whatever state or for the country aspect, they just well, no, I don't got to do it. You can't tell me what to do. All right. Remember that. Remember that when they pull out them tasers and shit.
It's gonna be interesting. Here's
what they should have got to. Put your mask on.
Right. This is the interesting part is, do you think Flores gonna get another job?
No, I don't think so. I think it's over. They saying the number is funny that this, like you said, Forrest, has been discussed. They say that I guess the number is about $250 million. To hey man, here, just take this get on out the way. And that's one thing that tripped me out. Like if they do something to a group of people, they pay one person and then act like it's all cool.
You said $250 million?
That might have been the number, but they talking. Look, we don't know what happened. We're sorry for the misunderstanding. Here, take this care package. No, I'm just saying that's what people that kind of understand what's going on is throwing around. Like, dude, you want the whole NFL to investigate? Here's the thing, man. We both know. If you don't want, you know how most stuff get brought up. If you don't want motherfuckers snooping around checking your records and your logs,
dude,
here, man, take this. Oh. No, don't worry about. We sorry. Take this. Get out my face.
Hugh Jackson has come out and said, I got receipts that Cleveland did it. Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Let's not talk about the coaches, because that's a whole nother thing that they really don't want to get into. Because Flores' attorney said they investigated the Flakegate longer than they investigated this situation. But if there's receipts on an owner, any executive saying, I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars to lose games, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Dude, that's almost bigger than the coaches, because the coaches is a moral thing.
Right.
Losing on purpose.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother animal. And you get two teams. If you get one team that does it, do you think that they're the only team that come up with this brilliant idea? Let me pay the coaches a little extra cheddar to lose some game. Do you think that's the only one?
Right.
That opens up a can of worms.
I'm interested to see how the thing unfolds, man. And we getting up out of here, but I also think gonna bounce back into this whole thing too. I think Antonio Brown will come up somewhere in this equation.
Wow.
I think he's gonna come. Like I said, once they prove a lack of integrity, Antonio Brown got a leg to stand on.
Yeah, he got a big one.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna go, man. Anyways, we have come to this portion of the show where we conclude. Some of us still have daytime left. Some of us do not. We have a snowstorm, ice storm arriving sometime tomorrow into the weekend. So if you are listening, Fayette County Public Schools have been closed. Not closed. Yeah, they are closed. Non-traditional instruction will be the way tomorrow. So make sure your kids got their Chromebooks and they're getting educated. or you can come back and watch this podcast on YouTube.
Facts.
I don't know why I call it podcast because it's a show. Because the podcasts have not been updated. But you can come back and watch it on YouTube. You can like, subscribe, share, and rewatch it again. Go back and watch older shows. You can send us emails. Or you can send some suggestions and ideas. Facts. But we will be back on next Wednesday. We'll try to do this thing again. All right.